Hi, my name is Edwina, and I'm currently a substance abuse counselor. So, I want to discuss with you guys briefly regarding the effects smoking, nicotine, has on the body. For instance, some effects that people normally don't take into consideration is the effects it has on your mind, your brain, your chemistry, and how your body processes things, such as neurotransmitters, how we interact with other people, and it can cause some irritability and different things. It is a stimulant. However, some people refer to it as it relaxes me. It makes me feel, it takes the edge off. Whatever your reason is for using, I would like to try to discourage you by thinking about one, your children and your family and yourself. So, did you know that the effect that it has on your body, such as your organs, your lungs, your heart, and it actually will slow your process of. Okay, that was a brief break. But, however, as I was saying, just as you stop quitting, within minutes, your body begins to heal itself, such as hours after you've stopped smoking. Your risk of heart attacks has drastically dropped. Your lung function begins to improve. So you may have been told at one point that you are at risk for developing COPD. Now that's no longer an issue. You've also increased your life expectancy. For instance, there was a study done in the 1960s by the Surgeon General's report on smoking and health in 1964. And they were seeing that if we reduce the smoking, it decreased our exposure to smoke. It actually can increase our life expectancy. It showed the life expectancy and an estimated tobacco control efforts. 8 million premature deaths could be prevented, could have been prevented. However, and it can extend the average life expectancy of men by 2.3 years and that of women by 1.6. However, if we fast forward, it's now 2024. So these numbers have drastically changed. One thing's for sure, it can lead to heart disease, stroke, many types of cancer, various types of cancer, such as there's a connection that we know between smoking and lung cancer. In fact, 9 out of 10 lung cancer deaths are connected to smoking. More women die from lung cancer each year than that of breast cancer. So what does that tell you? It's leading to our deaths. The human race as we know it is dying rapidly from something so addictive. Let's touch on with teens. Why is vaping, and they're saying that it's becoming even more addicting to them? 20 years ago, when I was in high school, we started, experimenting with cigarettes and different things. And then as you went into college, it grew to other things. And now looking back at it, I do believe it has become more so of a gateway to make people more susceptible to trying other things. And the longer you're on it, it will become harder for you to get off. So, it says smoking is a risk factor for type 2 diabetes, and it'll actually make it harder to control your diabetes and get it under control, meaning you may need to be on insulin. And as a former diabetic myself, let me tell you, and former smoker, my lung age, being that of 30 at the time, was that of a 70-year-old. And I hadn't smoked in years, but it still showed the scarring on our lungs. I'm asthmatic. So what does that tell you? Even though some things are hazardous to us, it still can appear to be what's susceptible, right? It smells good, it relaxes us. But going forward, guys, like I said, There's some really harmful consequences with people, especially if you're pregnant or if you want to become pregnant one day. It actually is going to compromise your ability too. You know, it can increase the risk for tuberculosis, certain eye diseases, and problems with our immune system, including RA. So, more effects, even if you did smokeless tobacco, like chewing and dip, it can still lead to cancer of your mouth and esophagus and your pancreas. Cigarillos, you name it, certain cigars, there's really no safe alternative. And then when we say hookah, at the hookah bars that have become really popular recently, same health risk as smoking cigarettes. In fact, hookah tobacco and smoke contain several toxic agents known to cause lung, bladder, and oral cancers. Do we really want to do it? Do we really want to risk it? No. There are some resources. In my area, I live in Florida, so I chose the capital, Tallahassee. If you do want to quit, according to the National Directory of Drug and Alcohol Abuse Treatment Facilities that we have online, you can go to Disc Village. They have the Leon County Treatment Center. There's also Tallahassee Memorial Behavioral Health Center, guys. There's Turnabout Incorporated. There's also Outpatient. There's Anchor. There's also 211 for Big Ben, and they'll give you some resources. So all I'm saying is do yourself a favor, your family, and you owe it to your children and yourself. Practice better self-care. We need to try better coping mechanisms and not result to an easy fix, because it's going to lead to our demise. Thanks.